Hello everyone and welcome back. So in this episode we're going to go through the Heathkit Hero and see what I'm missing and what is good or what I think is good and go from there. So I've took the head off. The plastic piece is quite good. It's in really nice shape. I'm happy with that. The most notable missing things from this are the body panels, which I'm really hoping that someone has. I don't want to rob Peter to pay Paul, so thank you, motorcycle. If someone's got body panels and doesn't have a hero, that is my ideal solution. If not, I'm hoping that I can borrow the body panels from someone and CAD up replacements. So the side panels are sheet metal. So I can measure those and that'll take me a very small amount of time. Take some good high quality photos so that I can duplicate the artwork and I can just make those. I'm not at all worried about that. The front and back panels, which are made out of injection molded plastic, that's going to be a little harder. But I have access at my day job to a laser scanner, and my hope is that I'll be able to borrow a panel, both panels, from someone and laser scan them in so that I can 3D print my own. Now I'll need a relatively large 3D printer to do that, which I don't have, but one step at a time. My plan is to try and get the robot working, but if y'all know someone who has a panel or panels, please let me know. Please, please, please. Leave it below in the comments, direct message me. Any help that I can get in that would be greatly appreciated. So moving on. So I've got the speech module, which I'm really excited about. I've been dying to hear this thing talk. I've got the sense board. I've got, just gently rotate this thing here. I've got the logic board, which looks really good. I've got the power and transmit module. I've got the receive module as well. The keypad is in good shape. I'm missing 2 keys, which will be kind of hard to find, I think. So I 3D printed a set, but I'm not super happy with them. They, that's kind of a problem, and I'll talk about that in a second. So I 3D printed a set, but they sit higher, so I'm either gonna, I found this on Thingiverse, I'm either gonna remodel it and see if I can get a little bit better copy of it, or I'm gonna cast my own keys, or I'm gonna 3D print all the keys, and then you won't be able to tell because it all look the same. Kind of like things together. So one of the things about this robot is that it's top heavy. And that's like even taken apart, it's top heavy. They originally had a battery in the top. I had 4 6-volt gel cell batteries. 2 of them were tied together to make the logic, and 2 of them are tied together for the drive. I'm not doing it that way. The battery that was in the top, I'm taking out. It's not going to be there. And I'm not using gel cells either. My plan is tentatively to use 2 Milwaukee drill batteries, both in the bottom. One to power the logic and one to power the drive. So it'll be really similar. I don't want to drill any extra holes in this. I want to try and keep it as original as possible. But I'm going to take a little bit of creative license in adding some features and some quality of life things. I may even put some weight in the bottom to try and make it a little bit more stable. Because as you saw, it tips pretty easily. All the circuit boards look good. The robot arm, just one second here. So the robot arm, this is just a screw. It bolts right into the back of the head, right here. Alright, come on. There we go. So that just bolts in here. And then that screw gets tightened. And then the cable plugs in here. So I'm missing a cover here. This piece is cracked at all the joints. It's cracked. If you look in here, it's cracked down there. It's cracked there. It's cracked there. There's a cover that's supposed to be here that I don't have. The gripper is broken. So this thing's pretty beat up. Positive side of that is that, where is it? That same place that I found that did the key made grippers. And while I wasn't really impressed with the key, these grippers are nice. So in an upcoming video, I'm going to work on the arm just by itself. It'll probably be after some other things. I'm going to 3D model this piece and the other piece, and this is going to be all replaced with Onyx 3D print. And I'll be uploading all the files that I create to YouTube. Not YouTube, Thingiverse. And they'll probably also be on my website. So I got quite a bit of work to do on the robot arm. I got some 3D modeling. I think all the servos seem smooth, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's see. I've got some bent panels, so I got to take this whole thing apart. It was dropped right here. And then on the bottom, there's, you can probably see it if I can see how twisted that is. So it's been dropped. I'm a little worried about the wheel, because if I rotate this up, it's got a lot of slop. That side-to-side slop. I think that the bushing or bearing or whatever for the stepper motor for the steering is bad. It turns smoothly, so I think the motor is good, but I think that when it was dropped, the bushing or bearing or whatever, I don't know, I haven't taken it apart yet, is damaged. So I'm either going to have to replace that or repair it. I'm hoping repair, but we'll see. So for those playing along, that's my serial number. So ETW1848111. Like I said in my other video, they only made 14,000 of these, so I don't know. It'd be very interesting to know where this one falls in that. You know, is this an early model or if it's a late model? If you have any kind of info on that, please leave it in the comments. Where am I going to go from here? My plans. I think this thing's going to be pretty noisy when it moves around, but it's going to be pretty awesome. So my plans. Oh, I didn't talk about the fun part. So this is the motherboard. It goes. Oh shoot! Sorry about that. Let me turn this around. It goes in here. Right here on these pegs. So here's the motherboard. That chip's bad. Should have had a sticker on it. That's the ROM. This one's empty on purpose because it has an expansion module. Wah, 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 wah. No expansion module. This is the CPU. You take the CPU out and put it in the expansion module. My hero has no brain. So that's really unfortunate. Now I've been in contact with the guy who owns all the spare parts and all that he bought from Hero when Heathkit went under in 2002. and he has some, so I'm going to be putting in an order with him. I'm also going to be getting the manuals and stuff, so I'll be able to better troubleshoot my hero and add features. So that's my next step. I got to order some parts, and then in my next video, I think I'm going to be putting together the expansion module, and hopefully start doing some testing. My intent is to unplug, unless the manuals state otherwise, I'm going to unplug everything that I can except for the power board and the main boards and see where I go from there. I'm going to plug it in and see if it'll boot up. And if it does, then I'm going to take each individual module and clean and test it separately and then put it back together. So I'm really hopeful that I'll get this done. I'd like to have it talking by Cirque, which is in August. I don't know if I'm going to make that. Either way, it's going to be at Cirque, so if you want to see it in person, I highly recommend you check that out. The links will be in the description, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.